Hi, it's Theresa Steele with 101 Lakes Living, and today I'm with Aimee Wentworth, and she is the naturalist here at Pokagon State Park and the Nature Center. So, Aimee, thank you for joining me today.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Yes, and so we've met a couple years ago, I think it's been now.
Yes.
So at that time, you were leading the Indiana Master Naturalist course that I had signed up for.
Yes.
So you had coordinated that, and
Yes.
some of the sessions were here at the Nature Center, and some were at the Trine State Recreation Area.
Correct.
And I don't know the name of that facility.
Swenson Lodge.
Okay.
Yep, Swenson Lodge.
Yeah, and that was a lot of fun.
Yep.
A lot of information.
Yes.
I could probably take that course maybe a few times and still learn.
Right.
So that was fun. But today we're talking about the women's hike. So I've been part of that for a really long time as well. And we are going to have an article that Kelly Bailey is writing about for the January issue of 101 Lakes Living.
Sure.
And I wanted to meet with you because you help coordinate all the hikes, not only the women's hike. It's a monthly one. But I know that you did mention that you're going to be changing the time to accommodate schedules.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that is correct. So starting in January of 2026, the women's hikes are going to be at 2 p.m.
Okay.
on the third Sunday of the month still.
Okay.
And we're always going to meet in the front lobby of the Potawatomi Inn.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yep, we're going to start meeting there because you have access to so many more trails meeting there as opposed to meeting at the Nature Center.
Okay.
And this year I kind of rotated our meeting places to try to access other trails.
Okay.
And I think that kind of kept people up in the air a little bit. So I thought, let's try going back to meeting at one spot, and change the time to 2 o'clock to accommodate the schedules like for the Nature Center and things. So.
Okay. And just so we're clear on that location where we're going to be meeting, I know there's two entrances to Potawatomi, and there's the one that's closer to the beach, and then there's the one that's closer to the parking lot.
Yes, it's the one closer to the parking lot where the front desk is.
Okay. Yep. All right. Great. Yeah. So what are some of the others? So I know there's the first day hike.
Yes.
That's coming up.
Yes.
So I think I'm going to post this before that, since I am that just came to mind right now.
Yeah.
But you have so many other hikes, and I didn't know what they were inspired by, or if there's other things that you can connect them to. Is it related to the season and the things that we'll see on the different trails, or how do you come up with all the different types of hikes?
So all of the above.
Okay.
So we do have like the Christmas Eve morning hike.
Okay.
First day hike. On January 3rd, I'm doing a full moon hike.
Okay.
In the evening.
Okay.
But I'm also tying that into a 5 senses night hike that I do.
Oh, okay.
So in case we can't see the moon, we've got something to talk about while we're doing the hike. There's also the Friends of Pokagon work with the park and put on the lantern lit walk in February.
Okay.
And that's in the evening on the Friday before Valentine's Day. That's something else that's coming up. Okay. But like in the spring, we do wildflower hikes. In the summer, we'll do tree identification hikes. I also do a bluebird hike in the spring, so we can check the bluebird nest boxes. And then I'll do one a little bit later on to see if there's any nests in the boxes.
Okay.
So we'll go through and clean them out and then check and look for nests and eggs, and if there's any fledglings or small birds. So it just depends. There's so many different things to see at Pokagon that I love to do hikes. Mm-hmm. Another hike that we do is the fitness hike. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of less nature inspired, more exercise inspired.
Is that the Hell's Point one? No, that's okay.
This is the fitness hike. So it's one that we go out and just try to do the trail as fast as we can.
Oh,
and we just walk as fast as we can for the trail. And the trail varies. We use different trails for it. I just did one yesterday, and it was 1.5 miles. It was real quick because it's so cold and snowy and kind of icy. But so it just, it varies. There's a lot of reasons to do hikes in Pokagon. So.
Now, what are the monthly ones? Do you have anything other than the women's hike that's monthly?
No. The women's hike is the only one that is monthly, set schedule. That's the only one.
Okay. Do you have any scheduled hikes at Trine Recreation Center or area?
The women's hike this month, which is in a week on December 21st, is at Tri-State Recreation Area.
Okay.
That's on the Rolling Oaks Trail
Okay.
over there. But other than that, coming up, I don't have anything planned for over there.
Okay. And where will people meet you then?
At the parking lot it says Rolling Oaks Trail parking lot.
Okay.
And it's also right by the wild turkey shelter there in Tri-State Recreation Area.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's good to know.
Yes. And that one's at 1.
Okay.
But in 2026 is when they start meeting it too. So.
Okay. Are there other hikes or ways that we can get out here on the trails? That because you do have some that are led, but I think that I've seen one where it is have a self-guided hike.
Yes. So the Hells Point Challenge.
Okay.
Maybe, is that what you're thinking of?
Okay,
maybe?
could be.
So
yes.
the Hells Point Challenge is an 8-mile hike that follows a set route. So we have a map that's got the set route that you take, and there are 6 waypoints that you take photographs of.
Okay.
And then when you come back with the photographs, when we're open, you can show us the photographs of those 6 waypoints, and then you get a sticker that you can put on your car or water bottle, whatever you want to do with it.
Okay.
It says you hiked it, survived it. And we record where you're from.
Okay.
So we record every month how many people have done the hike.
Oh, so they can do it any time of the year.
Anytime.
Okay.
Yep, it's self-guided. It's on the map. It'll show you where to go, where to take the waypoint pictures. I did some counting the other day, and since 2020, the beginning of 2020, 10,000 people have done the Hells Point Challenge.
Okay.
So
where do people come from?
Oh my gosh, all over the place. A lot of them are local, but you'd be amazed. We had people from Germany come to do it.
Oh, wow.
The farthest place, I can't remember right now. We do have some far places where people have come from to do it.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, people come from all over.
Now, the people that come, are some of them people that have because with your annual pass, you can go to any state park across Indiana.
Yes.
And so are you finding that people get those passes so that they can go and visit all the different state parks?
Yes, they do. Well, in fact, a lot of people from Angola will get one just so they can come to Pokagon, because I live 10 minutes from here. You'll find me here on my days off hiking.
Right.
I mean, it's like in my backyard, basically.
Right.
But a lot of people get the passes, and then there are other challenges at other parks.
Okay.
So there's a 10-mile challenge at Spring Mill State Park. There's the 9-lake challenge at Chain Lake State Park.
Oh, okay.
We've got the 8-mile challenge. There's the CCC challenge at Obachi State Park.
Okay.
So there's several challenges. I believe there are 9 of them right now.
Really?
So, yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah.
So we just, and this is something different, but we just did a boutique crawl with a passport where we had to get signatures or stamps for each of the places I don't know if that'd be something that the state parks would coordinate, like visit.
That's a good idea. Like do a little stamp sheet or something. So I did the challenge here. I did this challenge.
Yeah, so they know, and it encourages people going and exploring all. Because I don't know if Turkey Run, but I've always wanted to go there. If I had a reason to go, because they have waterfalls.
Yes, they have the waterfalls. They have the ravines. It's beautiful down there. Okay. They have the 5-mile challenge, and then Shade State Park, which is not that far from Turkey Run, has the 6 ravine challenge. So there's challenges down there too.
Okay.
So, yeah, we've done. My husband and I have done those.
Okay.
Indiana Dunes State Park has the 3 dune challenge.
Okay.
So we've done all of them except for the canoeing 9-lake challenge at Chain Lake. So.
Okay. I didn't know they had that. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I would enjoy it. I think I have some girlfriends that would enjoy that.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your background and connection here to Steuben County. Did you grow up here?
I did not, in fact. Yeah. So I grew up in Whitley County.
Okay.
I went to Columbia City High School. So,
okay.
But I have a bachelor's degree in environmental science. And then I have a master's degree in leadership that I got from Trine University.
Oh, okay. And is that what brought you here then?
Kind of the environmental science, yeah. So my husband and I, when we got married, lived in Auburn. Okay. He worked at Trine University. And then I started working at Pokagon in 2014 part-time.
Okay.
And then I started full-time about a year later. And I decided I'm tired of driving back and forth between Auburn and Angola.
Okay.
So we moved up here. And then, I was here until 2020. And then I left for a time, worked at the Steuben County Soil and Water Conservation District.
Okay.
And then came back as a naturalist last June.
Mm-hmm.
I was so excited when I started back that I got to put the uniform back on. I almost cried. So it was a huge day. And, every day is like that.
Well, so what was your role when you were first here? And then what made you come back for the current role that you're in?
Sure. So I started part-time as a attendant at the Trine Welcome Center, Trine State Recreation Area Welcome Center.
Okay.
And then they pulled me over to working in the park office, doing revenue and things like that.
Okay.
My first full-time position was the accounts clerk.
Okay.
So I paid all the bills, took care of all the incoming invoices, all those things. But while I was doing that, I also worked with the office manager very closely. Okay. So I had responsibilities such as the attendance schedule, all kinds of different things that typically weren't assigned to that position. And then in 2019, I became the Trine State Recreation Area Maintenance Foreman.
Okay. So
I also worked maintenance. So I've done a lot of the maintenance things in the park that you wouldn't think I would have. But I've helped put ice on the toboggan track. I've helped with the wastewater treatment plant, building maintenance, all those things.
So you know how everything functions.
Yes, how it all works together.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. And so when I left, I had taken the Indiana Master Naturalist workshop, but I hadn't had time to get my volunteer hours in. Okay. So when I left employment, I could volunteer here. Oh. So I volunteered in the Nature Center for 3 years until I came back as the naturalist. Okay. So keeping that connection with Pokagon State Park was very important. Mm-hmm. And as volunteering here in the Nature Center, I learned a lot. I learned that I love the Nature Center, greeting the people, hearing their stories about being in the park, talking about the trails, all those things, taking care of the animals. And you got to come full circle where your education now plays a huge part into your role here. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
So one of my friends also took the class with me, Celeste Hayes. Yes. And she actually got certified. So I know that there's a certain level of education, ongoing education, and volunteer hours that go hand in hand with helping to take the information you learn in the class and make sure that it's reinforced. Right. So eventually I hope to do that. Yes. So I can talk about the Indiana Master Naturalist Workshop. Yes, I would love that. So the Indiana Master Naturalist Workshop is a partnership with the state of Indiana, Purdue Extension, Soil and Water Conservation Districts. It just depends where you're set up at. Definitely with state parks. It's a workshop that there's a minimum number of sessions you have to do. Mm-hmm. And each session focuses on a different aspect of natural resources in Indiana. Mm-hmm. So we've got geology, botany, zoology, water. There's a couple of other ones, people and natural resources. And the group that organizes the workshop each year has to pull in experts kind of in those fields. Right, yeah. So in 2026, we're offering another Indiana Master Naturalist Workshop. Okay. And some of the experts that I pull in are from Purdue, Fort Wayne. Okay. There's Indiana State Department of Agriculture. She has a background in native plants and wetland ecology and things like that. So she comes in and does water and wetlands. Okay. And then, so you take the class, and then to become certified, you have to do at least 24 hours of volunteer service with a natural resources organization in the state of Indiana. Okay. And then you submit your hours. They have an online platform. You submit your hours, and then you can become certified as an Indiana Master Naturalist. Now, the continuing education that you're talking about is for the advanced Indiana Master Naturalist. Okay. And each year that you do 30 hours of volunteer service, again, in a natural resources organization. Okay. And then 8 hours of continuing education, such as coming to programs at the Nature Center, helping at programs at for acres or the River Wetlands Project, anything like that, natural resources organization. Okay. You can also do
virtual like webinars, those will count towards your continuing education.
Okay.
There's a lot of places that offer those. But every year that you do that, you can become certified as an advanced Indiana Master Naturalist.
Okay.
And it doesn't mean you can be a naturalist at a state park. That's what you're doing. You're hired as a naturalist at a state park. It's kind of for personal growth.
Mm-hmm.
But as you continue volunteering, say at like Allen County Parks,
Mm-hmm.
they use people that have graduated as Indiana Master Naturalists as trail guides.
Oh,
or,
okay.
Field trips.
Oh, fun.
So it just goes full circle. You can use
Well,
that
I
for
like
so
the
many
field
things.
guides that you guys
Yes.
give us as part of the program, and you show us how to actually use them.
Yes.
So, like, it was interesting to me for the tree identification, for the edibles, right? That's what they're called, the edibles.
Wild edibles.
Yes,
Yep.
wild edibles, the different flowers, the birds.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting how you can, by different parts like wingspan or something like, or whatever it was, that it helped you to identify all these different species.
Yeah, there's a lot of information covered in the Indiana Master Naturalist workshops, but it's amazing.
And when does that program start?
So for the one here in Pokagon, it starts March 14th.
Okay.
And it's 2 Saturdays a month.
Okay.
There are 11 sections.
Okay.
The registration begins January 1st.
Okay.
But you can get information now. You can contact me.
Okay.
Here at Pokagon, I've got the registration form. Or you can go onto the Steuben County Soil and Water Conservation District website and download the form from them.
Okay.
There is a fee for the class, but that covers the guides that you get, the speakers, light refreshments, all the printing and binders and all the things that you get as part of the workshop.
Which is well worth it, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you definitely get your money's worth for sure.
Yeah. And it's one of my favorite things to do is to organize Indiana Master Naturalist, because I get a lot of volunteers from it too. So
right, for the nature center.
Yeah, for the nature center. Okay. Yep, and make a lot of community connections and those kind of things. So
yeah, and so we were on the last hike and we had over 40 ladies that joined us.
Yes.
Now is that pretty typical, average? No. Okay, that's not okay.
That is not typical. That was the largest number of ladies I've had for the women's hike since I've been back.
Oh, okay.
So usually it's between half a dozen and maybe 20.
Yeah, okay.
Not 45. So
that
was a great turnout. It must have been the weather, I don't know, but it was a great turnout.
So it's fun. So I definitely recommend it. Yes. I don't always get to come, but I try. I have it on my calendar and I try to make it. So the next one is next Sunday
at the 21st.
The 21st at 1 p.m. over at this Trine SRA, which is the state recreation area.
Yes, that's correct.
And then where do they go online to get the most up-to-date calendar of hikes?
So they go to the webpage for Pokagon State Park. It's on.in.gov/Pokagon.
Okay.
And that'll have the calendar. You have to scroll down a little bit, but it's got the schedule events on there. Or our Facebook page, Pokagon State Park. I put every week, I'll put that week's programs on Facebook.
Okay.
So.
All right. And then if they want to volunteer, do they call the Pokagon State Park Nature Center and ask
they would call me. Yes,
okay.
They would call me directly here at the Nature Center. That phone number is 260-833-3506. Or they can stop in anytime we're open. If I'm not here, they can leave their name and phone number and I can give them a call.
Okay.
Or if they want to call ahead and say, hey, I'm interested in volunteering, we'll set up a little meeting, see what they're interested in doing.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of different things that people can do here as volunteering.
Is there a list somewhere that has all the volunteer opportunities or?
No. It's just something I have here in my office. That I like to go over it with the people that want to volunteer before we start. So.
Okay. And do you have different seasonal hours or do you have the same hours all year round?
So it varies. Okay. Yeah, it varies.
Okay.
So right now we're open Wednesday through Friday, noon to 5.
Okay.
And Saturdays and Sundays, 10 to 5.
Okay.
And we're closed Mondays and Tuesdays.
Okay.
But with winter break coming, we're going to be open the Mondays and Tuesdays of winter break.
Oh, okay.
Because the toboggan's open.
Gotcha.
So we'll be open those Mondays and Tuesdays, but we are closed Christmas Day. So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, very nice. Is there anything else that you think would be helpful for people to know so they can engage with the hikes, engage with the nature center?
if you see something on the program list that you're interested in doing, just come.
Okay.
Or if you're like, I'm not sure what that's going to be about, go ahead and call and ask.
Okay.
I love talking to people on the phone that have questions about the programs because, encourage them to come out and enjoy the park.
Yeah.
Even if they don't do the program, come and watch the birds.
Yes, this is very nice.
Yeah. So last night we had a 6-point buck outside the window. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. First time I've ever seen one out there. So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time. It's always good to see you.
Yeah.
And then next time, we're hopefully going to have a conversation with someone from your Friends of Pokagon nonprofit.
Yes.
That supports everything that you guys do here.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thank you, Theresa.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. I hope you enjoyed this, and now you're a little bit more informed about how to engage with Pokagon State Park's hiking.
Yeah.